plaintiff, Lisa Oliver, rented a condo to the defendant, and she claims he's a manipulator and a con artist who not only exaggerated his wealth, but he also lied about his father dying of cancer. Lisa's suing her former tenant for unpaid rent. Defendant Todd Wesolowski says that Lisa is correct, and he did tell a lot of lies to make himself seem bigger than he was. Todd refuses to pay Lisa for anything because he claims she defamed him on the internet.
Start with you.
So I believe the defendant here is a manipulator, a liar, and a con artist.
How long have you known him?
Well, he rented my condo for approximately 8 months. And
When did he move in?
August 2017.
Okay.
And shortly after, I discovered a lot of lies. One of them being that he told people that he owned my condo. The second one...
Women?
Yes.
You blame? I mean, what do you... No man has ever told you that? You just don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Cash. That's why I don't have any money to take you out, because I spent cash on this. Go ahead.
The second lie was him telling me that his father was sick and dying, which I found out later was not the truth. And he also said that to his ex-wife to gain, I don't know, financial stability with her. I'm not really sure. The third lie and event was when he forged a document that he sold my condo, which I have here.
Now that's going a little too far.
Yeah.
Let's see it. In fact, that's going way far. That's going to jail far. And let me ask you about the person dying. How do you know that wasn't true?
Well, in April of 2018, his ex-girlfriend contacted me because she found my information on the judicial website, and she was trying to warn me about his tactics and his lying. And I asked her if she knew anything about the father being ill, and she had been with him for approximately 8-9 months, and she said she had no idea. So I started to do some research, and I found on the website his divorce, which his ex-wife claimed that he also stated that, let's see, there was a supposedly non-existent advance on the defendant's inheritance from his father, whom the defendant falsely claimed to be afflicted with cancer. So it's kind of the same story.
All right. Well, let me give you ladies a little lesson. When you meet a man, for that first month, for sure, typically, in an effort to impress you, to make you his girlfriend, whatever the case, they lie about what they got. Whatever the fancy car is, probably his brother, his cousin, his dope dealing friend, whatever the case. That's that Corvette or that Mercedes or that Ferrari even, that's not his. Check it out if you really want to know. Secondly, same like you just, they told you, I live in a condo, it's all mine. Now don't y'all get mad at me, fellas, like y'all got mad at Steve Harvey when he wrote his book about y'all. And giving away all the secrets of deception. All right, let me hear from you, your side.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What kind of car you got?
Toyota Camry.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Short version, she's right about a lot. She is. As humbling and as hard as it is to admit, she's right. And I had many conversations with Lisa after what I call it the D-Day, or the point in life when you are living something whom you're not or what you're not. The truth always comes out.
What was your motive for deceiving her?
At the time, I was trying to be more than who I was for the girl I was dating. And that's where you're right. That's where you're right. It's, you know, trying to impress somebody saying I own the condo versus, and Lisa's initial concern was I was trying to sell the condo. That was never the point. I was never trying to turn a profit. I was trying to look better for the person I was with at the time. thinking I needed to be more than who I was.
So you went as far as to get
Yes.
something saying, I'm selling this, baby. Look how much I'm selling it. So I'm going to have whatever, hundreds of thousands of dollars from the sale of a condo. I got a major inheritance coming. All right. I'm glad you're admitting that you were deceptive in order to impress your girlfriend.
I'm not proud of that fact. However, as going forward, when Miss Oliver and I met in August, it turns out that the world is smaller than we often think. We went to high school together. We share a similar circle of friends. When we reached the point where I talk about the D-Day and everything came out, and as Lisa knows, I talked to her, there was an event after we went to the mediation. We agreed upon the exit date for me.
Mediation for eviction?
Yes.
Correct.
Go ahead.
Correct. I left in, I believe it was early May.
May 10th.
Okay, May 10th. And after that, I received multiple phone calls from mutual friends asking me why I'm basically being beat up on social media so badly.
Let me allow her to give me the specifics of the eviction and why and when. You tell me.
I evicted him because he...
No, you filed for eviction when?
I believe it was March.
And he was how far behind?
He was behind 4 months.
How much per month?
Well, the problem is he paid partial rent for January, which he paid $810, so there was $490 left.
Do you have a list there?
Yes.
All right.
I have this list.
And so when you went to court, do you have that court document?
Yes, this is
Did
the
they,
stipulation agreement and all the other documents for
Okay,
court.
stipulated agreement means you all agreed
Yes.
that it would take the action that you were petitioning for.
Yes.
But there's no money judgment.
No.
So you just wanted him removed.
Right, and I wanted my money, but he was in no position to give me any money. So instead of us going in front of the judge, the mediator kind of just had us agree to the move-out date of May 10th.
You should have went and gotten a money judgment. Don't bypass a lawsuit because you think the person doesn't have any money, or that they don't have any money at that time, or they haven't worked, or whatever the case, because they could have some money in the future.
Right, there's a small claims in there. I believe it's attached to that.
For the money.
Right.
All right. And did you get a judgment on that?
No, we hadn't had a court date yet.
All right. So that's what you've done. You've removed that claim to bring it to us as mediators?
Correct, for
All
the
right.
past due rent.
There you go. And sir, did you pay all the rent? She shows me that you owe a total of $5,040. You did, and that security applied to unpaid rent, left a debt of $2,440. What do you say?
I paid, she's absolutely accurate. I paid $810, I believe, through January. I owed for the remainder of January, February.
$490.
Yep.
That's what she lists.
Correct. February was $1,300. March was $1,300. And when she filed towards the end of April, that's another $1,300. I was left in May of 2017, May 10th. So whatever that arrearage totals, I am not in disagreement of.
Did you leave May 10th?
Well, he left all the furniture there, but he physically wasn't there, and he met me and my
When did he
realtor.
remove his items?
I had them removed. He didn't physically remove
Okay.
them. I had them removed, I believe, the 14th,
14th of May?
a few days later.
So you...
That's why I reduced the amount of the
Right,
rent from
to
$1,300 to
$650.
$650.
Got it. All right, so what's your defense, sir?
Sir, she's right about the arrearage, and she's right about the furniture. I wasn't allowed to drag big items out to the dumpster. They were throwaway items. So I tried to coordinate, and she knows, the donation and a pickup, and that did not work out with
Actually,
the
that's a
timeframe.
lie.
It's
Whatever the case, that wasn't your
Yeah,
responsibility. That
Right.
was his.
Yeah, and I acknowledge that. The 14th is fair. Shortly after we had the stipulated agreement to leave, and I left, as you know, I started to tell the multiple phone calls from mutual friends about a current posting on Facebook about, with my photo, about who I was, a deadbeat, everything in the world you could possibly imagine. Lisa's aware of 3 teenage daughters, and I work in a public school system. I coach public sports, and I own the mistakes I made.
There you go with that on.
I know,
your
it's hard.
mistakes.
It's not-
All right,
not a problem.
I thought you were about
But
to give me
one
some
of the
more
things
game
that-
about what you own.
One of the things I try and preach to my kids and to the students often is when you have a problem as an adult, we have tools. You come to somebody and you deal with it, whether it's in a legal forum, a personal forum, and that reverberates, social media reverberates outwards in tenfold. It makes it even more challenging. Try and explain to your kids and to your peers how you got to this point. There isn't a price tag you can put on that kind of damage, because all people hear is one half of the story. Then nobody asks and says, Todd, what kind of space are you in? What put you there? Why? It's all just an opinion, and it blows.
Was this before or after the judgment?
Was after.
After the judgment?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You do know it's public.
Yes, sir. I do.
What has she done that people can't read on their own?
It's not
they
that.
can read this.
The best example I can give is when you give a group of kids in a circle of 15 and you tell the first one a fact and you have them pass it around. By the time it comes back around, it's no longer the same fact. So what it spun into is something that was not accurate. Just the overall judgment that my mission in life is to just defraud people. That's not. I made my mistakes. If we lived our lives, all of us, with our mistakes being thrown up on Facebook or any kind of social media and judged by those, every one of us would be jumping off bridges.
I'm telling you, it's already thrown up.
I understand.
It's on another part of the internet. You worried about it being on the gossip part. It's on the court part.
Yes, sir.
It's not a secret. So that's what you need to be teaching those kids. If you make a mistake, it's likely to be published, and that it is legal under certain circumstances to publish your private information. There's no expectation of privacy. Folks need to know that. So therefore, you didn't mention that as a counterclaim, and it certainly is in a defense. So I'll grant you a judgment for $2,440. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just pay your rent and do what is due to the landlord.
I've expressed I'm sorry before, and Judge Mathis is right. When you make something erroneous in the public, it stays in the public. It's something for everyone to remember.